Good morning. It is day 2 in Barcelona. So if I didn't explain yesterday, which I think I mentioned it, but I was so tired I probably didn't explain it well. This is my 4th time in Barcelona. All 3 other times were with students, so my time was never my own except for some limited parts of a couple of days. So while I'm here now, I am really focusing on doing things that I haven't done before. So pretty much everything that I'm doing, either I've never done before or maybe I've done it before but not in the same way. There's one exception. I'm going to the Sagrada Familia tomorrow and I love that, but I am doing something different there that I haven't done before, so I guess it still counts. So again, I'm going on the hop on hop off bus for the morning. I want to be back to my hotel by 4:30-ish p.m. because I'm going to a soccer game and the game is at 6:30, so I'll need to drop off anything that I might accumulate during the day and get ready to go to the game. I need to leave probably between 5 and 5:30, probably closer to 5:30 for the 6:30 p.m. game. So hop on, hop off bus, lunch at some point, and then back to the hotel and then to the game. So that is the game plan for today. I did sleep really well last night. I got maybe 10 hours of sleep, which I absolutely needed. So I'm feeling ready to go today and hopefully it'll be a good day. Won't be as warm as yesterday. The high is supposed to be about 63. It got up to 70 yesterday. That was the only day it was supposed to do that. It's gonna be around 60 every day. Coming from Wisconsin winters, I will not complain about 60 degrees. So I think I'll have a great day. Join me and see what I do. Seeing this every morning as I make my way to the metro stop or wherever I'm going isn't a terrible thing. I love the Sagrada Familia. Can't wait to visit the inside tomorrow. This park is really nice too. I made it to where I pick up my tour bus. I am really near Casa Batlló, which I'll be coming to on Monday. So this is a main shopping street behind me called the Passeig de Gràcia. So I'm just waiting for my bus. Got off the bus at my first stop. I am heading to the Barcelona Maritime Museum, which I believe is behind me. So that'll be the first thing for today. That was really interesting and definitely worth the €10 admission. It's not the first thing I'd recommend someone do in Barcelona unless they're really into ships. But if you're in this area down by the port and you have maybe an hour of time to spend, I would say it's definitely worth it. There's also quite a lot of interactive stuff for kids. I think it'd be a great place to come if you have kids. So that's my recommendation. For a point of reference, this is the Christopher Columbus statue. I'm right in front of it. The museum, the Maritime Museum, is behind the trees over here. So basically to Columbus's back. So if you're over in this area, I'd recommend that museum. And then I noticed there's a little market over here. So I'm gonna take a walk through there before I get back on a bus to the next stop. Little change of plans. The museum I want to go to next, it's easier and much more pleasant to get to by foot. So this is the port area down here. And then there's what's called the Rambla del Mar. Nice boardwalk down here that leads to where I want to go. So I think that is a much better option than getting on a bus and sitting on there for a while, especially when it's absolutely gorgeous out. So I think it's about a 15-minute walk to the museum. I need to find lunch pretty soon too. It's 12:30. Still down by the sea over here, and that building is where I'm going for the Museum of Catalan History. Deciding if I want to eat lunch first or go to the museum first. We'll see what I see along the way. Here is my view for lunch, right at the water side. I'm paying a little bit for the view. I could eat much cheaper, but it's right next to the museum, and I figure one nice lunch is in order. I am starting with pan con tomate, bread with tomato, and about the only way that I like to eat tomatoes, aside from like ketchup or something like that. I forgot to take a picture when my meal came, but here's what it looked like when I was done, so clearly I enjoyed it. I was a little phased when I saw that it came whole, but the fish came right off the bone and has that orange sauce that is quite lovely. I just have to finish my tinto de verano, and then I would head over to the Museum of Catalan History. That meal was really good, a little bit overpriced, but if it tastes really good, I accept that. So I'm happy I stopped there to eat. Now right in front of me, behind you in the camera, is the Museo de Historia de Cataluña, the Catalan History Museum. So that'll be my last stop for the day before I go back and get ready to go to the game. Avenida Jose Antonio. When I had my semester in Spain, the name of that street has changed now because it was associated with someone from the Franco era, and a lot of those street names have been changed. So interesting to see this here. The cost for that museum, just for the general visit, was €6. For more, I could have done like their temporary exhibits, but I just did the permanent exhibit. It was good. It's the kind of museum you really only want to go to if you're really interested in history. Otherwise, you might not like it as much. If you like to read a whole lot at a museum, you will love this. I used their audio guide, which hit the highlights. It was perfect for me. I really enjoy learning about history, but I don't want to read every single placard that they have. So I enjoyed it. It was great. But if you don't like history, skip this museum. Go to the Maritime one I went to earlier. All right, I'm gonna head back to the hotel and get ready to go to the game tonight. I'm super excited about that. One thing I will add, even if you choose not to go to this museum, definitely come down to the port area. The aquarium is great. I've been there before. Lots of restaurants, just a beautiful area. So don't worry about the museum, come down for the area itself. Right now I'm on the funicular heading up to the Barcelona game. This is not my first Barcelona game, but it is at Olympic Stadium this year because their regular stadium is being refurbished. So it is a new thing, even though I've done it before, sort of. So super excited. I'll show you what I see when I get there. Olympic Stadium, home to the best cauldron lighting of all time, which is what this commemorates, I'm sure. And there is said Olympic cauldron. Partway through the second half. It's usually about when I leave because I want to beat everybody to the metro so I'm not in a huge crowd. It's 1-2. Barcelona's losing. And it's a little bit cold. I hate to say it's cold when it's 55 degrees or whatever it is, but you adapt to nice weather pretty quickly. So I'm gonna head back. I will see you tomorrow for another great day. Thanks for watching.